Hi, my name is Oldsaksamling, and in this video I'll show you how to mash up two original Viking Age artworks to create your own unique design. I was inspired to do this video by watching one of Peter Madsen's recent videos on his channel Black Mantra Inc. In the video, Peter breaks down the process of how to adapt and develop a historical work of art into a custom tattoo design tailored to your body, instead of just lifting and copying the design directly. Which is of course perfectly fine to do, but you'll get a much more unique and personal tattoo if you follow his advice. I'll definitely urge you to check out his video as well as his channel. He's got some great tips, tricks and advice, so it'll be well worth your time. You'll find all the links in the description below, and in the video you can skip to 5:15 to jump directly to where he breaks down the process. What I'd like to cover in this video though is how to use Peter's approach to combine the style of one design with the composition of another. Say if you really like one of the many incredible but tiny brooch designs and want to scale it up in size to use it for a tattoo, a t-shirt design or something else where you want a greater level of details than what the original design can accommodate. Then you might want to add some more details to it to make it work better for its new purpose. Sometimes you'll find a design with a great composition like this one, but you'd wish that it was executed in a style and level of detail more similar to this one. So why not take the style of this tongue-shaped mound to the right and apply it to the composition of this disc-shaped brooch to the left. Let's dive in and see how this can be done. We'll begin by tracing the entire animal of the tongue-shaped mound, including details and textures. Make sure to draw the hidden lines too, connecting the entire outlines and line work to better understand the ribbon flow, shapes and overall anatomy of the animal. Next, we'll trace the outline of one of the three identical animals of the disc-shaped brooch. Then we'll make two additional copies of the tracing of the animal and rotate them around the center of the composition to distribute them evenly instead of drawing them from scratch again. We'll repeat the previous step tracing the first sketch, but this time editing and adjusting the composition as necessary to make everything fit better together and improve the flow of the ribbons. On top of the tracing of the outlines of the animal, we'll add a tracing of the center line of the ribbons. This has two purposes. First, to iron out any unevenness in the flow of the ribbons, and second, to make the foundational structure of the animal clear before we transfer the shapes, details and style, so we know exactly where and how to implement it. Notice that I've made a change to the flow of the tail ribbon, so it's now laid out more similarly to the tail-like limbs of the tongue-shaped mound. Now we're ready to lift the shapes off of the tongue-shaped mound and apply them to the composition of the disc-shaped brooch. I do them one by one, transferring only the outline of the body parts to begin with, in the order head, front leg, hind leg and tail. And then again duplicating the animal and rotating the copies to check how they fit together. Next we'll redraw the outline of the animal, making adjustments along the way. Notice I've changed the flow of the neck central and adjusted the feet slightly to fit in better with the composition. And then again duplicating and rotating the animal to adjust and make them fit better together. When we are happy with the overall design, we can then go ahead and add in all the details like the double contour lines of the body, center lines of the double-stranded tendrils, and the checkered pattern on the hind leg. Then we're ready to weave the ribbons by erasing the lines being covered by overlaying ribbons. Notice that I discover an error in the order of the interlacing pattern. Basically, the body ribbon is consecutively overlapping two ribbons, which it is not supposed to do. It should instead be weaving alternating between going over and under intersecting ribbons. So I try to fix the issue by extending one of the tail ends. Lastly, we'll ink the sketch and color in the background to finish the design. So there you have it. Now you know how to mash up two original Viking Age artworks to create your own unique design. As you might have already noticed, the animals in this video have very similar anatomy, which helps ease the transference of the style of one onto the composition of the other. And this approach probably works best if you mash up two designs in the same style with the same type of animals, as we've done in this video. But it's definitely also possible to combine designs across styles. It'll just take a little more effort to make it work.